Hey y'all, this is Crystal. I'm here at Moi Lash Spa in Berkeley, California on Solano Avenue with my near and dear cousin and licensed esthetician and makeup professional and all things beauty professional, Renaye.
Hi everybody, Renaye Boutte.
Thank you for having me and thank you for letting me come in. I'm glad I'm finally here to see your space and everything too.
I've been wanting you to come forever.
I know you've been here like 6 years and I've never been, it's literally my first time coming here. So I'm an older, as my friend said, I'm an elder millennial. Meaning I was born in the 80s, obviously, and I'm on the higher spectrum of, but I'm not the oldest millennial, right?
Okay, no.
And so now that we're at this age, and I'm from the Bay, so we're late bloomers anyway. Most of the girls, we like our tennis shoes, we like our hoodies. We will wear lip gloss and all that stuff, and we're into makeup now. But now we need to talk about skincare because we're late 20s, 30s and whatnot. So what advice would you give someone like myself who is an elder millennial who's now concerned about my skin? Because I'm also, like I said, I'm an actress. Yeah. So of course I'm like, oh, I gotta look good.
Right.
One of my biggest compliments is your skin. Even though I never notice or think about it.
Beautiful skin.
Thank you.
I'm like, your skin is beautiful.
Thank you. I'm not into that world, so for me, I'm like, I don't know what I do. Like, what do you do? I'm like, I just wash it with, Dove Unscented. I have eczema.
Okay.
So I do Dove Unscented, and I do, or some type of facial cleanser that came from the dermatologist. It was like Cetaphil or something like that. And I use Cetaphil moisturizer. That's it. But I know now I need to start doing a little bit more because I'm getting some birds feet, as they call crow's feet, growing on my eyes and stuff, and like puffiness. And I bought one of those little rollers.
Yeah, that's good. That's
I haven't used it but once, but I bought it.
That's all right. That's all right. You have it. Having it is, half the battle. My number one, water. Mm-hmm. Water. Because I don't even know what I am. I'm not a baby boomer. That would be my mom. But
Gen X.
Gen X. Okay, I'm Gen X. Okay, and I have no problem disclosing my age. However, water, and rest, sleep, lots of sleep. Okay, but the water. We're 60 to 80% comprised of water. So when people are like, oh, I'm doing the gallon challenge, you need to drink your water, people. 1 8-ounce glass, one small bottle is not going to be enough. Your organs are the first to take all that water intake. Your skin is the last to take the water. Protection. So I tell my clients that I like to protect by day, treat by night. Okay. And when I say that is we protect it with sunscreen. And even if your products, some people my foundation has sunscreen. I'm like, okay, you can blend. So when you wash, tone, and then you grab you a dollop of your sunscreen and then a dollop of your moisturizer. You put that on and then we layer. And so we always go lightest to heaviest in terms of products. And then you can put your foundation with your sunscreen on top of that. So now you've created a dual block type of thing. Even if you're not in the sun all day, I tell people if you don't want to wear sunscreen or if you don't want to make an additional purchase and money is an object, you want to wear a hat. You want to protect yourself if you're outside in the sun. My first question I asked when I got to esthetician school, we got to skin class, and that was me. Do Black people get skin cancer? That was my question. Yes, we do. It's skin, right?
Right.
So, learning to take care of skin was I like science. And so learning that, break down. And I still have friends who like to slather on baby oil and go lay out in the sun. I'm like, good luck with that, boo. No. You know better, you do better, right? So those are some of my, now, and then seasons. So let's talk winter, cold. We turning up the heat. We're drying out our bodies. Vaseline, like really heavy under the eyes, will protect that skin. This is delicate skin down there. You want to use a real emollient-rich moisturizer in the wintertime. I don't say put Vaseline all over your face. Literally, eyes, feet, hands, those kind of things that need that extra moisturizer. But in terms of like daily skincare at night, you just want to protect that skin with a moisturizer that's going to protect your skin. I use like gel, collagen little gel things, I sell some here. I do a serum or two here. But if it's a specific concern you have, then I tell people, make an appointment, get an eye treatment, and I just do a little eye mask. I do some cool hydrates, some cucumbers. Those are just like natural things you could do, like we call them OTC, over-the-counter products. But you can get you some cucumbers and slice those babies up, put them in a little Ziploc bag at night while you're laying there researching your line, lay them there. That will plump the skin. Put a little serum underneath, plump the skin. You don't wear a lot of makeup. People who wear a lot of makeup, like smoking out that bottom, they're going to have a lot more breaking down. The skin is like super delicate. And use your ring fingers when you apply products because it's the lightest finger. This is a lot more pressure than this one. So this is in terms of how we're naturally designed. Use your ring finger to put your product on. And that will help, like, not be so aggressive around the eye area. Sleep. You need a rest. And really just, a skincare regimen. It can be as basic or involved. If you have something you're addressing, hyperpigmentation is generally what we like to address the most. But that's a condition. That's a condition that comes from another problem. So you have acne, right? Acne, and you treat the acne. Now acne, if it's inflamed, when it's not inflamed anymore, it's going to leave like little dark marks. But what we do is we go in and affect the way it's going to heal if we're picking at it. So never pick in your face. I'm not a fan of pickers. That scar will take forever to go away. What it does is it's post-inflammation hyperpigmentation. So when it gets inflamed and it goes away, my skin is like a major culprit for that. Like I'm a culprit. I picked a buff. And now I'm like, ooh, this is going to take forever to heal because it wasn't really ready. And I just wanted it to be ready, but it wasn't. So it inflamed. So now that it's not inflamed anymore, it's going to leave a small brown spot. That's hyperpigmentation. Spots that are the different color from your skin are hyperpigmentation. We get them all over. There's different reasons. You want to exfoliate your skin or see a professional and get it like a peel or a light enzyme. And that will help that skin turn over a little bit faster because we only turn over every 28 days. So if you're wanting it to go away faster, you probably want to hit it every couple days, times a week.
With the exfoliation?
You can do a scrub. You can do, my go-to is a retinol. I use a retinol jojoba scrub that I love. Anytime I have anything or I just feel like my skin needs just like a new life, I hit it with the scrub and leave it as a mask, wash it off. And I do that 2 to 3 times a week because of my age, my skin cells the rate in which I turn over new skin cells is slowing down. Someone who's, millennial and, I'd say in that 30 to 35 range, just get introduced to skincare products, like don't be afraid to say, I don't have a skincare regimen. What do you recommend? And I would be like, I will look at you and go, she just needs a good cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer, and then an exfoliant. Not too much you have to start worrying about like high level ingredients like retinols and unless you have like major damage, like because some people have damage left behind from acne. So everybody's skincare is on a different level, and your diet is extremely impactful in how your skin looks. When you have if you eat junk, it's gonna come to the surface. If you eat bad, your skin's gonna tell on you. You know, myths like chocolate and this and that. It's not that. It's sugar in all, and like as a whole, you know, it inflames our bodies.
It does, yeah.
You know, if you got something else going on, and you know, say you've been clean for a while, and like, you know, the holidays are here, everybody's gonna indulge a little bit, right? And you're like, freaking sugar, you know, or peanuts. Like some people, I have this esthetician, good girlfriend of mine, and I had eaten some peanuts, and she walked up to me and she was like, "You was eating peanuts, huh?" And I was like,
wow.
"Girl, was you in my window?" And she was like, "No." She's like, "That right there is from peanuts." And so I never forgot it, and I went and researched it. And generally when you eat peanuts, it comes in this region. Why, I don't know, but it's the kind of mark that it, like pimple that it made, was like from peanuts. So when I have too many peanuts, I'm like, I know it, because it's the oil from the peanut that like, and it's just very rarely, it doesn't come often. So there's different zones. This is our hormonal zone, this is our liver and kidneys. So I know a lot about people, about their diet. Like when I'm looking at their skin, and I'm like, you know, avoid the dairy, cow's milk. It's the devil.
It
Sorry.
is.
It's the devil. Get you some nut milk,
Yes.
some almond milk,
Yes.
cashew milk, soy milk. I don't care, but leave the cow's milk for the cows.
Amen.
Period. It has bovine hormones. And so a lot of young girls who still are eating like hamburgers and drinking the milk, eating the cheese. And so, and their moms bring them in and they're like, "Look at her skin." And I'm like, take her off of everything that's cow, beef, dairy, cheese, kill it. Up the water and get some more vegetables in there, baby, and she'll be just fine. Like, and you know, and then with some skin, and they're like, "Oh my God, look at her skin." I'm like, it's science. It's just, you know, and there's hormones, but
That makes sense.
yeah.
Because I haven't had acne since I stopped eating beef.
Yeah.
Because I remember in middle school, you know,
My son loves steak.
Uh-huh.
He's 11.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see it right here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
I used to get like really bad breakouts
Little
on my forehead and pimples on my face, but I didn't have like acne, but like, you know, some kids, they get a really
bad.
piece of face bad and everything. But I remember going into high school, I would get, you know, pimples here and there, but I know I did stop eating beef my freshman year of high school, and I haven't had acne since. Like, I have not. Like, I'll get, you know, something here or there, like you said.
Yeah.
And I pop too whenever I see it.
Right.
Whenever it happens. It rarely happens, but...
You know, but you know it's from other things, like maybe a nut. You know what I mean?
I didn't know
particular...
nothing. I didn't know any of that until, like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It really does.
Like, there's so many things that our body will react to, like... And so even I heard you mention you had eczema, you know what I mean? And sometimes conditions change as we grow older and mature. You know, what we had as children, because our parents were like putting us in a tub of hot water all the time, stripping the skin, soaping it up. Like, his skin is just stripped and stripped and stripped and stripped. I personally don't use strong cleansers on my skin. I use milky cleansers, gentle cleansers, because I have dry skin type. Only people that need super sudsy, soapy skin are people who have oily skin, because their skin just wicks oils. Those are the people you see with large pores. You can almost see the circles in their face when you're talking to them. You're like, oh, that person has oily skin. And they're slick by the time, you know.
That's me.
I'm
combination.
And sometimes that just means like T-zone may be oily and this is dry out here. And I treat that skin just like that. You got two types of skin going on. And so just knowing, you know, if you don't know, I think my biggest advice would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna call up an esthetician and get you one, and go for a skincare consultation. Take in your products if you don't have products, but you know, and just be open to, you know, working with someone towards your skincare goals. And one more major important thing, y'all, your detergents that you use on your sheets and your clothes. Don't need all that perfumey stuff. That stuff has a lot of surfactants in there. And so those are additives that they put in there to make it smell great. And this is strong. Like, somebody get in my car with Tide, I'm like, girl, you wash with Tide? Like, I'm like about to die over here.
Yeah,
like, us immediately start choking because it's the detergent. I use all free and clear, Amy free and clear, Kirkland free and clear, as long as it's Arm & Hammer free and clear. You just need the soap to clean your clothes. You don't need all the smell goods. And then you use the Snuggle and the stuff. You're just like, oh God, I'm dying, you know? And change your pillowcases. And I only use white washcloths on my face. I can use other on my body, but on my face, I just kind of keep everything white. And that's been my regimen since I was like young. So Costco has like a pack of towels. I just scoop me up, or Ross, Marsh, everywhere. Pack white towels, you know, and those, bleach them, throw them back, you know.
Right.
But yeah, that's it, you know what I mean? And as you get older, you know, even if it's not, now it's not your time, there will come a time where you will need to kind of say, okay, I think it's time for a little skincare product.
Right.
You know,
right.
If it's just 2 products, a cleanser and start small and start affordable. My lines, I carry 2 lines. I carry a more clinical line, which is like my Lyra image. And then I use Skin Script, super affordable, great products, great company. I have my finger on the pulse with them. I can call them up. I know the owner personally. You know, like, I like family companies. I don't like big corporations where, you know, someone's on the phone and you just took a product knowledge class. Like, I want to be able to say, is Lisa available? Let me talk to her. Let me tell her what happened, you know? And maintenance facials. Like, I tell my girls, like, you don't need to see me every month. You got great skin. You see me every 3 months, you know? Anybody that's pushing a lot of products and wanting a lot of money, you know, don't be afraid to get a second opinion.
Yeah.
Really, straight up.
Because it can come off inauthentic when you come to somebody who's going to constantly sell stuff to you. Because we don't want to be sold to.
No. That's my Bay Area 100. Like, I hear people come in and they're like, oh, I went to this one and she sold me $300-400 worth of products. And I'm like, for what? And then the products don't even work, or they're not happy. Now you got this sitting on your shelf. So now guess what's going to happen? Now here you come to me and I'm going to remix everything you got, but you got to buy another $100 worth of products. Now you got the old products, the my products, and so that's how it, you know, like, I'm not a product pusher, you know. I'm a product junkie personally because I try things. I'm the guinea pig. But in terms of what my clients need, I only want them using what they need.
Right.
And that's why I'd say bring in what you're using and we'll go over it, and I'll take out what you don't and we keep what you do, and we add in. And if you paid this and you want to use this mask up, you could use it up. We just go, and then when this is done, we'll, you know, phase in another one. Yeah. But yeah, being conscious of someone's, you know, spending budget for skincare and teaching them how to use it. Like, a dime size is all you need. Like, you don't need to, you know, it's like, you know, the face is only so big, you know. So yeah, I like to, you know, and then like I said, I mentioned that thing, lightest to heaviest. So cleanse, a tone, spray toner, balances the skin back, and then if there's a serum, like an ageless serum, vitamin C, put that on. Then we put our moisturizer on. So it's always been, it's lightest to heaviest. We don't put a heavy product on because the light can't penetrate.
So you said, just real quick, like you said to put the sunscreen in with the
moisturizer.
Or with moisturizer or the foundation?
Yeah, which you can put it in either or. I mean, if you're wearing a liquid foundation, then yeah. If you're wearing a powder foundation, then just mix it with your moisturizer.
So does it come out blue? Because
they can have a white hue. That's titanium dioxide. 9 times out of 10.
Because that's why I don't put it on before my makeup. Because I'm like, I don't want to walk around look like the Blue Man Group. So
it can be gray, whitish, bluish. I say find one that is really moisturizing. I love the one I found for African American skin types because it's like a moisturizer. It doesn't, but it's got sunscreen in it, and it's by Image. You know, it's a little bit up there. It's like $52 or something. But I mean, the tube lasts forever. And it's a moisturizer and it feels good and you don't look blue or chalky.
Okay.
So.